So I'm going to assume you're going to start in Shavasana, and so I'm not going to go into detail about that. After Shavasana, you're going to come up into a tabletop, and we're going to do our cat-cows. So again, you're in tabletop, you're going to breathe in, look up, and as you're breathing out, you're going to tilt, really arch that back. And as you're breathing out, looking up, and as you're breathing in, you're looking down towards your navel. As you're breathing out, look up, and as you exhale, you're looking up. Remember engaging your bandhas, and also remember to look towards your navel when you go down, and when you're coming up, you're looking towards the sky. You're going to sit back into child's pose. Remember, your bottoms are going to be touching your heels, stretching forward, coming down, and your forehead goes down into child's pose. You have a couple of breaths here. Then you're going to lift your buttocks, curl your toes, make sure your feet are hip width apart, and you're going to go into a downward dog. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Maybe in your downward dog you may want to walk out your dog. First in the morning, stretch from one side to the other. Just breathing in slowly through your nose for a count of 3, and out through your nose for a count of 3. Then you're going to look forward. You're going to come step forward to the front of your mat. You're in a halfway lift. You're going to come up, hands together, looking at your thumbs in extended mountain, and then you're going to come to the front of your mat into mountain or Samasthiti. Okay, so from here we're just going to do a few extended mountains. So reaching up to the sky, bring your hands together, tilt up the hips, go down into a forward fold, look up, go back down into a fully fold, and then extend your arms, keeping your bandhas in, and look up into that extended mountain, then hands down. So we're going to repeat that a few times just to warm up. Looking up, bring your hands together, tilt at your hips, come down into a forward fold, bend your knees as much as you need to, looking up, go forward, and then coming back up into an extended mountain. And again, we'll repeat that a couple more times just to warm up. Really kind of stretch your arms out as you're inhaling, hinging at the hips as you exhale, go all the way down, bend your knees if you need to. Looking up, halfway lift, you may want to put your hands on your shins, then go forward, down, back up into that extended mountain. Okay, you should be warming up now. One more. Looking up, fold, forward, halfway lift, hands to shins, fold fully forward, then come up into your extended mountain, and then down to your sides. Now we're just going to go into a sun salutation, child salutation, sorry. Again, looking up, hinge at the hips, go forward, look up, halfway lift, fold fully forward, take your right leg back, come into a runner's lunge, take your hands down, keep your feet back, big toes touching, into a child's pose. Lift your bottom, bring your hands in slightly, curl your feet, go into a downward dog. Stay here for a few breaths. 1, 2, 3. Then step forward with your right foot to your hands. Then you automatically will be in a halfway lift, and fold fully forward. Lift your arms up with extended mountain, and then arms back down. And we'll repeat that on the left hand side. So again, arms up into extended mountain, hinging at the hips, going forward, fold fully forward, halfway lift, go back down. This time take your left leg back, come up into a runner's lunge, hands to the ground, big toes touching at the back, bottom to heel, stretch forward, forehead down. Take a breath here, Then look up, raise your bottom, bring your hands slightly in, take your feet out hip width apart, curl your toes, and then back into your downward dog. And take a few breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Walk forward, you halfway lift, fold fully forward, and then come up into an extended mountain, and then take your hands into a prayer position in front of your mat and close your eyes. If you feel you're getting tired in the flow, always either come back to standing position with your hands together or into a child's pose. So sun salutation A, Surya Namaskara A, again lifting up, hinging at the hips going down, halfway lift, fold fully forward, go back with your right leg, your left leg, chaturanga down. I'll go to the easy option first, knees down, bottom up, chest comes through your arms, and you're in a cobra. Hands are flat, looking up, your chest is pointing upwards and your gaze is upwards. Then roll your feet back, bottom touches your heels, lift your bottom, curl your toes, go into a downward dog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step forward with your right leg, your left leg, halfway lift, fold fully forward, come up into extended mountain, and then hands back down to your sides. Again, reaching up to the sky, looking to the sky, hinging up the hips coming down, halfway lift, fold fully forward, go back with your left and your right, and I'll do the second version of Chaturanga, which is slightly harder. So again, this time, bring your knees down, again, bottom up, come through. This time, your feet are going to be flat, you're lifting your legs, and you're coming up to an upward facing dog. You're going to roll back your shoulders, and you're going to look to the sky. Okay, and then you can either roll back, bottom to heels, curl your toes, bottoms up into downward dog. We'll stay for a couple of breaths. 1, 2, 3. And then you can step forward with your left, right, halfway lift, fold fully forward, come up into an extended mountain, and then into mountain. Okay, so we'll repeat that again, one side, and then the other side again, looking up, bringing up hips coming down, looking up, halfway lift, fold fully forward, right leg back, left leg back, you're in a plank. This time this is the harder version. It's going to come through, you're not going to let your feet or your legs touch the ground, look up, and then roll back. Okay, and then a few breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, looking up, bring your feet forward, halfway lift, fold fully forward, and reach out to the top into your mountain. Okay, and just once more on the left hand side, looking up, hinge at the hips, fold fully forward, halfway lift, fold fully forward, go back with your left, your right, plank, and then down with your plank, come through into your upward facing dog. Really feel that bend in the back, and then roll your toes, and you come back up into your downward dog. Okay, stay for a few breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again, walk back to the top of your mat, halfway lift, fold fully forward, come up into your extended mountain, and then hands to your sides. Then take a few breaths. And then this time, take your hands to your hips. Breathing in. And then breathe out. Either take your hands to the sides of your elbows and hold that. Let your head down, hang down. Or take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. And then look up. And as you're breathing out, just pull yourself down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may want to take this one further by taking your hands out flat and then putting them underneath your feet. And maybe you can tickle your inner wrist with your toes. Look up and then pull yourself down. 1. And just remember what I said last time. Whenever you're in these postures, as you're breathing in, just slightly release the stretch. And as you're breathing out again, you're just going to slightly go more into that stretch. So breathing in, let it go, and then slightly again as you breathe out, take yourself further down. Your gaze this time is either to the back between your legs or to your belly button. Okay, so breathing in, we're going to come up. Okay, so the next one, so we've kind of done most of our standing sequence. I'm just going to bring one more into it, triangle, because I think this is a nice one to also do on a daily basis or whenever you can. Hands together, step out to your right, front foot facing forward, back foot 45-degree angle, reach out, hips are facing sideways, reach out, and as you're breathing in, as you're breathing out, stretch and stretch, and then come into a triangle. Bottom hand just goes anywhere, rest against the leg, and then your top hand is 12 o'clock. Okay, and just stay here for a few breaths. 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to come up, swivel the feet, so you've got the same alignment but the other side again. Front foot facing forward, back foot 45 degrees, hips sideways, arms out, and then stretch, 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 and then swivel, and there you are. You're in your triangle on the other side. Such a lovely, lovely posture this one is. Probably one of my favourites. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then come up, and then take your gaze to the other side again, and come back up to Samasa. Okay, we'll do one balancing posture. So again, remember, mounting, get that firm base. Think about the 3 points in your foot. Take your right leg and either take it against your ankle, your shin. If you can, take it higher. I struggle today, so I'm just going to keep it next to my shin. Hands together. Keep your buttocks tight. Never put your foot on your knee. Okay. Try and really kind of stretch that leg towards the back. And take your hands up. And this point, your viewpoint may go up. If you struggle with your balance, you may just want to keep looking straight ahead at something that isn't moving. So 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3, and then let go. I'm going to repeat the same on the other side. Just kind of get the base going. Apologies. Okay, so again, your hands, take them up, gazing forward, take your gaze up. My balance, see the balance, but it's all yoga's fun, so don't take yourself seriously. Okay, so from here we're gonna just come down to a bridge pose, and okay, so bridge. lie back on the ground, knees are bent, bring your heels as close as you can to your buttocks, hands are flat down. You're going to push into your feet, lift your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Think about your legs here, your thighs. There's a lot of strength in there. Think about squeezing those thighs together. Keep your arms underneath your back, maybe clasp them together. Then try and roll your shoulders underneath, and that should give you a bit more strength in your bridge. And then just push up and stay for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slowly come down, one vertebra at a time, hugging your knees, and then just roll yourself up into a seated position, looking ahead. Okay, so what we're going to do here now is just to finish off is just one stretch. So bring your arms up and then go forward as you're breathing in. Look up as you're breathing out. Go down. So breathing in, breathing out. Try and keep your shoulders away from your ears. And then you're going to take your right leg, put your feet against your inner thigh. Try and position yourself so you're aligned across your left leg. And again, this time we're going to come forward, take hold of whatever part of your body you can, your foot, your ankle, your toe, and then breathing in and then breathing out. Again on the side, left foot back, and then to finish off your practice, you're going to finish off with Shavasana. So remember, in Shavasana, you're lying down. Feet are falling out to the sides of your mat. Shrug your shoulders down away from your ears. Your palms are facing upwards. Your eyes are